Okay, so we decided to create a generic finance app. Well,
Spoiler.
the core idea was the fact that a lot of us have actually had the experience of using financial instruments, whether that being investing in a stock here or there, thinking that you're going to become the next millionaire of Tesla or buying shitcoins. But what we decided was that there is an opportunity to actually use agents to assist in this whole process. With agents, what we decided was that since a lot of the wealthier people can afford to have a whole office or a private equity company to look after their money, why don't we use something that has had billions and trillions of dollars put into it, manage our money? So we decided to use the LLM models that exist in order to analyze our own portfolios, and then using data and data accessible through online APIs and MCP connections, we decided that not only will the LLMs help us understand our own finance, but also to compare to how the overall market is moving. So in order to use the app, once we got it running, it allows you to log in with GitHub of all platforms.
Wow, there's a lot of overlap there.
And so overall on the dashboard, it was a bit of a crunch to get this up and running, but the idea is that...
Sorry, do you have this in a non-dark mode? Because I can't read anything else.
No. Sorry, we...
Or could you zoom in?
Yeah. So,
zoom in a little bit more. You can kind of move around as it loads,
I think we can get it.
True. So the overall idea is once you get into the platform, you have the opportunity to upload your own documents using an upload feature. But that is something that we have running, but not on this version. Now, in the event that you haven't done any investing and you don't actually have your kind of any files or any past financial data yourself, you can simply just use our product in order to get an understanding of what is going on in the market. So this is an example of how we actually used. We used Pydantic AI in order to create a graph. In order to create a graph of these agents. So the first agent is the actual MCP agent. This is the agent that uses the existing information that is currently in the market, where you can actually put in something like the AAPL ticker. So this is the ticker for the Apple stock. And then once you click into analyze, it will give you some insight into the stock itself. It actually, here, as you can see, it actually gives you a tip on when to buy and where to put your stop loss. Anybody who has actually looked at the Apple stock price will know how accurate this is right now. So the sentiment overall is super bullish, and the overall analysis of the summary is that based on combined technical, fundamental, and sentimental analysis, there is moderate potential. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of tweaking still to be done, but the overall idea that you can simply just put something in and then use all of this endless amount of information that is available through all these models is already a step in the right direction for making these decisions. But let's be honest, while you're making those decisions, we decided that there is also the opportunity to take a slightly more visual approach to how things work. So we decided to create this environment on this customizable dashboard where you can use your own data and also public data in order to overlay data points and actually show it in a visual manner. So when you select, you can compare your own portfolio to the S&P 500, and then it will draw a graph based on a monthly performance of how your portfolio moves as compared to the S&P 500. You decided that the S&P 500 is quite general. So what you decided to do is then have a look at how it compares to the NASDAQ, which is a far more technical portfolio. And you can see that it is more in line, once again, aligning to the fact that this is an app for tech people in finance. But okay, and then finally, you may want to have a look at how your portfolio actually compares to other sectors and where it performs based on relative strength compared to a benchmark and momentum. So each of these quadrants show how the performance is working and which industries are quite interesting and worth looking into more compared to industries that are quite stable, industries that are falling, and laggards, and then also industries that are quite, like on the up. Overall, finally, you can actually interact with the assistant. So this will allow you to further engage and actually create custom charts rather than the ones that we pre-built, that we preset. Shouting at it. Well, yeah, but that's it. Overall, as we can see here, there are moments, but what I'm actually going to pass over to is Peter. And Peter has actually managed to, he was working on the agents, and he's going to show a few more elements on it. While Peter's getting ready, do you have any questions in the meantime?
I had a question. I was laughing so hard because your thing is like an 8-ball, and you like shake it, and it just goes like, buy here, description is like one sentence. So if you had a lot of money in your serious country, you're just like, buy here, okay, boss. So what did you use? What was the decision process into getting it to just give you a price where you have to buy in? And why is the description only one sentence? Why is it not a report? Like, why does it not make you believe why it's right?
Because AI.
No, like, what did you guys? You're literally putting them on the spot. What did you guys prompt in the back end? Like,
yeah. So on the back end.
decide like this is the correct price to buy.
So the logic behind it was when you're working with the MCP. So we decided to actually use
alpha something.
Yeah. So
Alpha something.
yeah. So we decided to use one of the publicly available paid for API.
I love you said paid for.
Yeah. Finance people have money, I guess. No, the thing is, we decided to use that, and then what we noticed is when you actually pass all of the data in, it can kind of be hit or miss. So there's still a lot of.
How do you know that's a good spot to buy? You can't just shove in data and then believe what the model says. Models hallucinate. They're only as good as you are.
Yeah.
You know?
If I was to say the model based on those figures there, given that figure of around $163 per share, Apple right now is trading at around 190. So if you could buy Apple shares for 163, you should buy them. So that's
fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
It's flawed because you're just getting a discriminatory price and you're saying you have to buy here.
Yeah.
But the markets are always fluctuating in a sense. How do you adjust price in terms of what is going on currently? You can't say 163 when it hits it in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months later we're gonna buy.
Yeah.
You know,
No, you're spot on.
I'm just wondering, what did you feed the model to give you this price?
The data. So the data going in was, I think it's once you get to it, it's a bit of a mosh posh of pre-fed data so that some of the actual visual elements display, and then some of the data from the actual MCPs. once we started mixing it, it got a little bit messy, and we just understood that like there is something here, but there is definitely a lot more room to actually improve it. As you said, like 100% similar to the other teams, like there's definitely a need to actually include disclaimers that this is like an AI analysis. You should not like trade on this or actually execute on this. But like with and how we expect to actually upkeep this is with given more accurate data and given actual access to data flowing in on a daily basis, the system itself would become a lot more accurate.
The thing is, I don't think data is your problem. I think your problem is just fundamentals.
So this is the monthly activity statement file from Interactive Broker, and I will upload this file to my simple web server, and then analyze it. So it's been uploaded, and now it's analyzing. Let's switch to the server. Okay, maybe I should. Okay, so it's already uploaded, and it's just it will take 2 minutes. Do you want to wait? So this is the previous run. Okay. Now I use tablets to search the news or the articles related to the stocks appear in the statement file, and it will be this news article will be passed to OpenAI or other LLM to analyze and see if it will affect the stocks. And later it will be the analysis report will be displayed here.
Do you have a previous round? Because your team will need to start wrapping it up.
No.
Do you have like a previous result that you can show, or did you test it?
No, it just refresh the
What you
page.
showed earlier.
When it finishes running,
Yeah.
you can just show us.
Yeah, bring over results to us
Bring
when
the
you're.
result on your laptop to us. That's fine as well. Yeah. Then we can move to the next. Because we have the next demo.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe,
yeah, yeah. So just let that run, and I showed it to everyone like on your laptop.
You can
Okay,
just
okay,
show it
sure.
on the laptop.
Yeah, just show it to me.
Yeah.
But before you go, just so I understand, what you're doing is that you're going to search tably for news articles related to that financial report,
Yeah,
and then do a sentiment analysis. Is
Yeah.
that it?
yeah.
Thanks.
All right, thank you guys.